The Grow My Cleaning Company podcast helps owners of cleaning companies just like you to grow your company and yourself so you can make more money and finally get the time and money freedom that probably got you into this business. Discover how to automate and create systems that allow you to grow like crazy without losing control. If you dig the show and want to show some love, subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes. It really helps. Enjoy the show. Hey, Cleaning Nation, Mike Campion here with Shawna Pettry. She started Lovebugs Cleaning and Interior Decorative Services May 17th, 2022. We're recording this middle of December 2022, so we got about 6 months in. She's in Gladys, Virginia. Welcome to the show, Shawna.
Thank you so much for having me.
My pleasure. So tell us a little about your business. Are you doing some of the cleaning yourself? You got employees? Where are you at stage of business-wise?
Right now, it's just me and my fiance. Right now, that's kind of helping me. Right now, I kind of don't have any employees at the moment. That's my big goal, is trying to get up there, trying to get employees. I started my business because I used to work for a cleaning company, and I have health problems. So sometimes it can put me out of work, depending on, how bad it gets. And I was terminally fired. I was wrongfully fired, for having, anxiety. So that kind of, gave me the inspiration to start my own cleaning business. So that way people like me can have that chance to work and show other people that just because I have a physical disability or a mental disability does not mean that stops me, to prove people that, to let them shine, show them their talents, just to let them be known, hey, I'm not going to be limited by what a doctor or somebody else tells me to.
Cool. So what's going on in your business today that I can help you with, sister?
Just trying to see how I can improve my clientele, of how I can get more clients.
Okay. Like I mentioned, that's a pretty broad question. Do you have a more specific piece that we can chunk off in today's call?
Okay. What can I do? Trying to word it right. What can I do to get more reviews? What can I do to get reviews?
Cool. So let me answer two questions, because I kind of heard two built in there. One is somewhat of a belief of I need reviews to get more clients. And the second is, so how do I get more reviews? Is that fair? I don't want to put words in your mouth if that's not how you're feeling.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. So I think there's a half truth in there. Are reviews going to help you get more clients? 1,000%. Do you need reviews to get clients? Not at all. So I want to be clear, and we will talk reviews because I can't remember when last time we've done it. So I want to, let's dive into that. We're definitely going to dive into it. But for everyone out there, I don't want any of you to hear, I need reviews to get clients, because if that were the case, it would be impossible to get clients, because you can't have a review without you know what I'm saying? Kind of a round and round we go. So first and foremost, I would never, ever, ever want any of you, including my friend Shawna, to allow that very unhelpful belief of, I can't get any clients because I don't have reviews, into your brain. I would absolutely reframe that to, I want to have lots of reviews so my clients that I'm going to get can be more confident and make an easier decision. That's a super helpful frame. Whereas I can't get reviews, I can't get clients because I don't have reviews, will probably slow you down. Is that fair?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And by the way, this is very common for people of not really identifying. They'll pick the wrong thing. So they'll be like, I can't get employees because I'm not paying enough. And it's like, well, your culture is bad, or what you're using to attract, or who you're speaking with. There's lots of things that could be wrong, but they go off on this track of, I need to pay more money, but they don't fix the real problem. So they can't get it. So typically, if we're talking, and we're going to talk reviews, but if we were talking to get clients, I'd start with data. Well, how many leads are you getting? And of those leads, how much money are you spending on client attraction? How many leads is that generating? Of those leads, how many are turning into bids? Of those bids, how many are turning into sales? And based on that data, we kind of know, if you're like, I'm not getting any leads, well, it's probably not a review problem. If you're like, I'm getting hundreds of leads and they're all closing, well, that's definitely not a review problem. You're good. If you're getting lots of leads and they're not letting you do a bid because they said they heard bad things about you, that could be that's a review problem. Okay. That said, now that we've kind of put a nice little frame around that, let's talk reviews. I think the biggest mistake we make as owners when it's any sort of ask from our client is we talk about what we want and we try and fill our needs, and we don't think about what they want. But the problem is everybody's favorite subject is them, right? So the favorite, Shawna's favorite word in the English language is Shawna, and Mike's is Mike. That's just how, that's just how it is. So when I start telling Shawna about my business, what I want and how I can get, and I'm this, and my boat payment ain't going to make itself, and I want to be rich, and Shawna's lost interest 6 I'm ago because Shawna's interested in Shawna. So what we don't want to do is, hey, Shawna, I'm really trying to grow my business and it'd be really helpful if you could leave a review. Would you mind please doing that? There's really nothing in it for Shawna. It's just me asking for something, right? And if I ask 100 people that, I'll probably get 5 or 10 reviews, right? So first step, bless you. We had a little sneeze there. First step for Shawna is ask 100 people. That's okay. So we're gonna upgrade how you're asking, but most of the problem is we're not asking enough people, right? So we ask 3 people for a review, we get none, and we're like, that didn't work. Well, let's ask 300, and I probably maybe you get 6 reviews, maybe you get 50, but you're gonna get a crap ton more than you'll get if you ask 3. So first and foremost, are you cool with quantity? We'll get to quality, but if you no matter how perfectly you ask, if you only ask one person, the most reviews you're ever going to get is 1. Does that make sense?
Right.
Okay. So first and foremost, let's start with quantity. And by the way, you do not have to ask clients for reviews, right? Like I've oftentimes given a positive review to clients of mine who's not cleaned my home. Now, I didn't put in the review that they're good cleaners or they clean my house or that I've been a client. I certainly didn't lie, but I could, if I knew Shawna better, I could give her a review going, Shawna's a great owner. I would trust her to clean my house anytime. I might even put, I'm not in the same area as her, but I've known her for years and she's a high caliber individual. I think that's a very sincere review. I can give her 5 stars. So you don't have to, and again, check with Google's terms of service or whatever platform you're reviewing on. They may have different, certainly just make sure you're not lying or saying you're a client. If you're not, that's not fair pool. But if you're honest and I think we've gotten several reviews from clients. The only negative reviews we have, I think, are people that we did a free call with and didn't invite them and they gave us a bad review. And it's like, hey, you're not even a client. So if non-clients can leave bad reviews, they certainly can leave good reviews, right? So when you're looking for, it drives me nuts because all of our clients leave excellent 5-star reviews. Sometimes we don't invite people into a program or we don't think they're fit or they think it's too expensive and they get mad. But either way, so first and foremost, ask a lot of people. Second, don't only ask people that are your clients. You can get a good review from anybody as long as they're being honest. Third, when you do ask, find out what's in it for them and focus on that. So we'll just do a little quick thing. What do you think could be in it for your client, Shawna, if you ask for a review? How could they benefit? Let's talk about that. And then I think you'll have your way.
I guess maybe do like no, because I really might not be able to do that for like everybody. I'm not really for sure.
Okay. Well, let me tell you exactly what benefit they can have. So here, I'll ask you for, well, it's going to be, here, I'm going to ask Cleaning Nation for a review right now. Hey, Cleaning Nation, if this podcast has changed your life, we get so many beautiful stories of people who are making more money, spending more time with their kids, working less. And it's the whole reason we do everything we do. That said, we don't do any advertising on this podcast. We could make thousands and thousands of dollars a month if we allowed ads. We don't, because I just want to give you service. We don't sell anything on this podcast. We have stuff to sell. If anything, I might mention that we have coaching, but I never do a call to action like buy our crap. Most of my call to actions, if any, are more free stuff. So if you've gotten value out of this and you want to do a favor for a stranger that you won't get anything back, take 30 seconds and you want to help someone else that needs this desperately. However you found out about us, if you saw a 5-star review on iTunes or Spotify, whatever you did, if you want to make the world a little bit better place and say thank you, even though you don't need to spend any money, it would really truly mean the world to me. And I'm doing this for Shawna, but truly it would. I love our reviews because this podcast, we've done almost 900 episodes. We've got hundreds of thousands of dollars of time and money into it, and we love doing it. But the only benefit we get is reviews. So if you've gotten value, Cleaning Nation, just give us a 5-star review. I would really, really appreciate it. If there's any way we can make it better, things you'd like to see change, shoot me an email, mike@growmycleaningcompany.com. Let me know how I can make it better. So do you see how I didn't offer them anything in terms of like, I'll give you a $20 gift certificate, because I don't even like that, right? That now it's not even a good review, right? Like, notice what I said is if you had value, share it with the world. If I'm like, I'll give you $20 to say I'm great, that's super shady anyway. I don't want that review. Like, if I'm not great, tell me, please don't leave a bad review. Let me know. I want to do better, but certainly not going to bribe them. So what did you see what they got? They got to A, help somebody else. B, they get to feel good about themselves. C, if they have gotten value, like I really do, maybe they hadn't even recognized, God, I've listened to 100 of these podcasts, which cost them a ton of money. And I'm not going to be a client, or I'm not a client. I'd like to contribute. Oh my gosh, a free way I could do something that's not even, you see what I'm saying? You could give them value.
Yeah.
Another way you could do it is you could say, there's a lot of reciprocity. Most of the people, if you work for anyone that's a small business owner, works for a small business, you could go, hey, I know how much reviews mean as a small business owner. Where do you work? I really enjoy you. Shawna, I'd like to give you a 5-star review and specifically call you out at your job about what a great person you are. And I leave that 5-star review. What are the chances without even me asking Shawna's going to leave me back a 5-star review? Pretty high, right?
Yeah.
Trying to think of what other ways that we can incentivize them. So the big thing is, I don't like financial incentives. I will give you money to leave me a review. That's gross. But hey, are you getting value out of my services? Yeah, I am. Well, we spend some money in advertising, but to keep things low, we don't spend a ton. So it really would help me give you better service if you gave a review, so we keep the advertising cheap. And if you've gotten a lot of value, someone else out there needs it, and they would love to hear from you. And that would make me feel good too. So now the value I'm giving them is they feel good about themselves. Like, wow, I can feel really good. Part of the reason we give charity, it makes us feel good, right? Obviously other people are getting value, but it makes us feel good. And that's giving money. You're just asking for time. Like when I just did my thing with a review, it literally on iTunes takes like 30 seconds, just like 5 stars. You don't have to write anything. I mean, we'd love it if you'd write and share, but 5 stars takes 2 seconds. So it's a pretty small ask after like, hey, we've made 900 podcasts. Just give us one 10-second review. So if you've been in someone's homes and done something nice, or find ways to surprise and delight. So as opposed to going, you give me a review and I'll give you a $20 Starbucks gift certificate. You could give a $20 gift certificate as Starbucks as a thank you for being a client. And then when they go, oh my gosh, that was so thankful. Thank you. Go, it's okay. I just appreciate, you're amazing. I just wanted to say thank you. Enjoy your coffee. And by the way, if you get a chance, leave us a review. It'd be great. You see how I give them something. So I think the trick is, as opposed to asking first without giving value, give a bunch of value and then ask. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Cool. And by the way, this scales all the way up. This isn't just for reviews. This is for customers. Like the way we get our customers, we've done 900 podcasts. And guess what? We don't sell a bunch of crap, but people call and go, I love your podcast and it's free. If I get this much value for free, imagine what it would be if I paid you. Could we be a client? It's a great way to get clients. You could give free cleanings. And again, be very careful who you give a free cleaning to. We're going to only do it to our perfect prospects that we know or have a high level of converting. And you might go, hey, Shawna, let me come clean your house. If no strings attached. If I do a great job, maybe leave me a 5-star review on a couple platforms to say thank you, and give me the opportunity to bid. And if it makes you happy, you want to go forward as a customer, that'd be great. And if you don't, enjoy the free clean on me. Maybe send me a review or a referral. You should be getting 80 to 100% of those give you a referral or a review, because there's that reciprocity. Like, oh my gosh, this lady cleaned my house for free, and I didn't give her anything. And you should be getting 70% of those as clients. Right. And again, you got to find people that are your right client that want cleaning services. You can't just give it to a hobo on the street. But if they own their home, they value their time, they need a cleaner, you come in for free, make their house feel great. The likelihood of signing them up is wildly high. The likelihood of getting a review is even higher, especially if they don't sign up for your services. They're going to feel wildly guilty that they got this free cleaning. They're going to be the best review ever. All right. Any other way I can serve you before we go, Shawna?
No, sir. I think that's it.
All right. Awesome. Well, Cleaning Nation, if this has been value, here's the hard sell. Go to growmycleaningcompany.com. There's nothing but free stuff there. 800 podcasts. There's a 15,000 member Facebook group you can join for free. There's a free on-demand training that's the best of the best we got. It's 40 minutes long. And guess what? At the end of that, there's an offer for another free thing. So there's nothing to buy, just a lot of value for you. growmycleaningcompany.com. And if you do get value from us, give us a 5-star review. We sure appreciate it. Shawna, appreciate you being on. Clean Nation, talk to you soon. Well, here we are, the end of the podcast, and you made it. Great job. I've got a little bonus for you for sticking through with me. But like I mentioned before, if you got value out of this podcast and you want to show a little love, subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes, Spotify, wherever the heck you're listening to this thing. Share it with a friend. Share the love. And as a special thank you for those of you that stuck with me to the end, how about I give you my personal phone number so we can text? It's a great way for me to get to know you, your business, your goals personally. So shoot me a text now, 602-932-6431. That's 602-932-6431. I am the only one who responds to these texts, and I will personally respond to everyone I possibly can as long as this number is manned. Don't know how long we're going to keep this at the end of the podcast, so grab it now. 602-932-6431. Give me a text, say hey, can't wait to meet you.